So I just finished my second show in Lansing, Michigan, and I just wanted to show some of the stuff that I've picked up, some of the plays I'm making, some of the things I like, some of the things I sold, just everything kind of in between. So first we could talk about this. So these, I bought both of these for 140 a piece on Pokemin Japan, and I paid 140 a piece for these. This one goes for like 375. It was 400, but it just got a reprint. And this one goes for probably 240 or something like that. The thing is this one, the bottom one, I actually was just about to film the YouTube video for these, but I noticed there was a big tear in the front, so it must have happened when I brought these back from the show, which is tragic. So I actually just opened it, like literally like 10 seconds ago, and I am just going to keep this sealed because it's off center, so I don't think it'll get a 10. And then, the deck box that comes with it, and the sleeves. The Hiroshima one at the top, or the Hiroshima, they both are, that one's still sealed, and that's the one, the main one I wanted to keep sealed anyway, but, yeah. Kind of tragic. Oh well, it is what it is. It doesn't really lose that much value, honestly, when you open it, because if you sell the deck box, the sleeves, and the card itself is pretty much worth the same as the box. So, I mean, that's really what the box is. It's just, I like to keep it sealed because they look really nice. So, where should I start? Let me just show off some of the plays and things I like. Okay, so lately I've been into, let's just use this card for example. So I've been super into cards between 2003 and 2007. If you look up, say you go on Google and you look up what's the rarest period of time for Pokemon, where they printed the least, people cared about it the least, people wanted the most. You look at it, and it's between 2003 and 2007 if you look at a 4-year span. And I didn't even look up that on Google before I already realized that I like that era, the EX era, because the reverses, other than the first 3 sets, the reverses have, so like EX Dragon, Team Aqua, Team Magma, and EX Sandstorm. Those ones do not have the stamps, but all the sets after do. And they look so good. I love the stamps on all the reverses, and there's like even the rares, they get the reverse stamp if they're the reverse too, and like the name will be foiled as well, and it looks so nice. So I've been so into that right now, and I'm picking up as many PSA 10s and CGC 10 pristines that I could find, because that seems like the grading companies that do the most for these cards. And CGC 10 pristine, I can either try to cross grade to PSA, or they still hold good value. Like for example, so let me show. So these are the ones that I have that are near mint. So I have some more in binder and other things. So I'll get rid of all of the ones that are non-near mint. But the ones that are near mint I'll keep, and the ones that are gradable I'll show you, and the ones I have graded I'll show you. So these are the near mint ones I have that I don't think they're iffy if they could get a 9. So that's why I don't want to grade them, because I'll grade any of them that can get a 9 or a 10. But if I think it's going to get an 8 or 7, I'm just going to not grade it. This is Weezing. It's Charmander. It's like, I don't know, so cool. So some of these I picked up at that show. It's Wooper. Very cool. Cacnea. Trapinch. Super Scoop Up. Dragon Frontiers. EX Deoxys has a real, and all the sets have different background patterns. So like EX Deoxys, I think EX Deoxys is the rarest Pokemon set of all time. I'm pretty sure. Like it's the least boxes that were made. But yeah, the pattern for the reverses are really cool. This one's from Hidden Legends. So the reverse from then, they have like the typing in the background. And this one's from, I think, EX Team Aqua and Magma, and that's how their reverses look. Same with this. This is like EX Sandstorm, I believe, and that's how their reverses look. Hollow. But yeah, this is all just the 2003 to 2007 era. I love these so much. See that reverse, how the background is. It's Poliwrath. The reverse, you can see like the steel type and the different stuff. This is just a plain, but it's like the Nirvana baby, so I like it a lot. All right. Now let's show off. Oh, I never showed off this. This is the. So I actually, I don't know if probably nobody watched it, but the my Gengar. I had an EX Phantom Forces Gengar, and I graded the 10, and I traded it away for this, and a couple other things, but it's because this is the Japanese Unified Minds, and if you look at the percentage between English, here, I'm gonna let my dog out really quick. Why did it? Alright, if you look at the difference of pricing between a Japanese and an English Unified Minds box, it's so crazy, because if you look at like the Evolving Skies one, the Japanese is closer to the English percentage-wise than the Japanese is to the English for Unified Minds. So like this was like $450 that I paid for it. It says $500, but I paid $450 for it, and it is. I think it could easily go to like $800 for sure. Because I mean, the Mewtwo and Mew card is like $1,800 in a 10, and it's a Japanese tag team. I mean, this is a tag team set, and it has Mewtwo and Mew in it. And I think it has the Sableye and Tyranitar, and maybe I think the Psyduck and Slowbro or whatever. And it's under $500. Like, I don't know. I think this is a play right here. So, even though would I rather have the Gengar or this? The Gengar, yes, I'll sell it easier at the show, but I just think. So I never even brought the card home. I literally graded it, had the thing in my hand, brought it to the card shop, and bought it. So I showed off my near mint cards. Let me show off the ones that are gradable of that era. So this one I think could get a 9. It's Nidoran Steel types. That's what's awesome about these cards too, is that they change the typings on some of them. Like, that's really cool. Legend Maker is my favorite of the sets. EX Emerald's really cool. Oh, also, what's really cool about these sets is they have those EX cards with like the sparkly, glittery board all around, and they have gold stars. So that makes EX era cards. I mean, EX era is literally the best era. It's just not even close, and it's the rarest too. It's just crazy. It's like a promo. This one is actually, it has a good shot to get a 10. Like, it is clean. And this one's a 9 probably. And these, like, dude, this Haunter card bought for $50, and in a 9 it's sold for like $400. So it's definitely a good play. In a 10 it's like $2,500. So Absol. And then this is a PSA 1, but it's a Charizard EX. This is just I'll just show it now, but these are the other the cards I'm going to grade that are modern, that are good. Some of them are really lame. I know, it's cool. It's cool. Nothing special. And this is like a really cheap card, but the reason why is because it's gonna get a 10. I just know. And the thing is, they come out these holiday boxes from like Costco or whatever, and like 8 out of the 10 cards that were in that box were like crushed or bent or stuff. So the fact that this one's like a PS10 quality, and they come out really damaged, I think it's gonna have a really low pop percentage. All right, I'm gonna let my dog inside really quick. All right. Okay, let's talk about. All right, now the actual plays. Let's see. All right. So, the CGC 10 Pristines I picked up. I'll tell you the price I paid on them. All right, I got two of these. They're a pop 4 in CGC 10 Pristine, and then pop in the English. I mean, in PSA, I think it's maybe like 20 or something. That's what's crazy. Most of the cards have less than a 10 pop, but these have a little bit higher because, I mean, they're cool cards. A PSA 10 of these sold for $398. It like just sold, and before that it sold for like $340. I picked up these for $140 and $100. Okay, a Z&G Emporium, for example, when you see CGC 10 Pristine sell, the odds, so like if I set this to Z and G, I guarantee it'll pull at least $280. And if the PSA 10's pulling like 400, it's just like it. I would pick up these up any day of the week. They're so cool. And then, like I said, Legend Maker is my favorite, so I do have a lot of Legend Maker ones. Center It, very cool. Just pristine, like super low pop in a PSA 10. And some of these I'm gonna honestly, out of the bunch, both the Geodudes were the best chance of getting a PSA 10. So I think I might send those to get graded. But the rest, I think it's too iffy to grade to try to get a 10. I said all these cards are just extremely low pop, PSA and CGC for this. So these are, you're not going to see these every day altogether. Very cool. Again, Deoxys stamp. Very cool. Goldeen. And then this one's from Hidden Legends, so it has just the... But it's a Kamiya artwork. And I absolutely love the Kamiya artworks. So the reason why I showed off these and why I have these together is not only because they're CGC 10 pristines, but I have a stack of the cards that I'm not going to touch. So like there's the ones I wanted to grade, and then all of these, you can't really tell in the video, but all these are super scratched up because they're old. So I'm going to send them all into CGC to get reholdered, so $10 a piece, and just get them reholdered. So they're in my, I still have to do some work to them. These are the other ones. Okay, this, I generally don't know how this got a 7. I mean, it's hard to show, because some of it's clamped down and some of it's not. Trust me, when you see it in person, the centering is, perfect. And then the back, maybe a 9. But, it's, I don't know. When I looked at it, I could not find mine as a 7. And I'm thinking about just regrading it. But it's, even if it's a 9, it's not really worth it. But it just bothers me it being a 7 because I've had it for, 5 years. But that's what it is. These are more that I picked up that I'm just going to send to PSA and try to get PSA 9s in. So, Crystal Gardens camera up. And these I'm shooting for PSA 9s. No 10s, and hopefully not 8s. EX Emerald Shroomish. Yeah, like I said, they have different patterns. This one has those little stars and the Pokeballs for EX Emerald. The Crystal Guardian. So the Crystal Guardians background, the Power Keepers, the EX Delta species, their background's pretty lame. It's just the plain hollow. Still cool, but I like the ones that have the cool background. So EX Deoxys, Slacking, it's big boobs. And then Legend Maker, very cool. Yeah, Legend Maker's my favorite. It just looks so clean. So many little hollow dots. Looks really awesome. But I'm going to try to get PSA 9s in all those. And then, these are the ones that I'm not going to touch. They're already at their max value. I'm not going to crack on them. They're perfect and they're good. So, yes. So, also I'm hoping for that Haunter to get a 9 so that I have a Ghastly 9. And then I have to just get the Gengar a 9, which is totally not going to be a problem. Because it's totally not just going to be over $1,000. But, whatever. But this Ghastly. So now I'll have the Ghastly and the Haunter hopefully in 9. And then, Glalie. Very cool in 9. Miltank, Unseen Forces. I think it's the only Unseen Forces card I have. But it has a good... So, you can tell, the hollow pattern on this, it's literally just half the amount of dots as Legend Maker, but there's, Pokeballs. So, it's almost every set, the background's slightly different, which is very cool. And then these are just hollows, but they were too cheap to pass up. Me personally... Every single day, 4 times a day, I check eBay and I make sure that there's not a single hollow or reverse of any card between 2003 and 2010 for under $100. I will make sure there's none. I will pick them up immediately. And this one was $99, so I picked it up. And this one was $110. The reason why these are very low, they're unwanted Pokemon, but I actually love the Loudred, Exploud, and Whismur line. Also, this is a Kamiya artwork, which, again, I feel maybe there's a shot to just go up out of nowhere because it's a Kamiya artwork. But I feel another reason why it's super low is because look at the hollow. There's, no hollow in this card. So it's probably a super easy 10. But still, the pop's, 40. That's still super low. But compared to the other cards of this era, 40 is actually a lot. So I think that's why it's so cheap. And then this one, I like him, but, I could see this might be one of the people's least favorite Pokemon. It just looks kind of weird, but... Yeah, both for $110 and $99 is a good deal for me. Now for PSA 10s, I barely have any PSA 10s because they're really expensive. So this one, last sold, was $500 and $250. When I see PSA 10s of cards for stamps nowadays, yes, they almost all go for like 400 and above, unless they're a really unwanted Pokemon. And this is a rare as well, so that's why the thing's there. So I think this could pull $500 again, minimum, if I sent it to Z&G Emporium. What I paid for it at the time, the last sold was like 200, and we ended up valuing it at 220, and I took it for a percentage, and I picked this up for $180. I think for a PSA 10 rare EXL species, thing is out of almost all the arts and everything, this is like one of the lamest arts in these sets. They always have really cool artworks, but still, for $180, I'd take this any day. Very cool. This one. Tragic about this, so this is a pop 3. There's only 3 of these that exist. But, I mean, people don't really like Seedot too much, and it's from Hidden Legends. It's not from one of the stamp sets, but it's still in the era. I think it's very cool. But, like, it came cracked right here. And, like, on the back there's a crack. So it's like, damn it, I have to pay the reholder fee. But on eBay, I didn't realize it till later. But I mean, I don't know if I can do anything about it now. But in the pictures, it doesn't have the crack, so it must have got it like in shipping. But it's not that bad of a crack. But still, people are probably gonna ask about it, so I'll probably have to reholder it. These are probably the investment that I'm not too happy with, but it's still cool. It's because I always wanted a set of where I had like the baby version and the better version and the evolutions. And this was available to me for like $130 and like $110 or $120, and they're both the reverse. So again, like they're probably pop 40 and pop 20 or pop 30, and they're from Skyridge. And people really like Skyridge, and I know there's probably those crazy people out there that want to like master set Skyridge, but they'll probably buy from somebody else. But I think it's cool to have a pair, so I have their pair of reverses. All right, it is probably gonna be like an hour long, but it is what it is. And nobody's going to watch it, but it's fine. Alright. Other graded cards I have that are just cards that I bring into the show. It doesn't really matter. Just don't look at the price tags. They don't matter. So I actually had a Venusaur and a 10 from 151, and I traded it during that show because, I mean, I only paid $220 for it, and it was going for like $440. So I traded it for some PSA 10 cards, and he took it from me for and I did it for like 80%. So, I mean, 80% off a $400-something card is good for a small vendor like me. So, this is one of the cards that was in the trade when I traded with my Venusaur. But very cool. Again, like, these prices could be low, they could be high. I'm sorry. Just don't look at it too much. But, like, yeah, that price tag for this was from the guy that I traded. This wasn't mine. This one was mine. This one was his. This is another card that I got out of the trade. So now I have a 9 in Japanese and a 10 in English. Kind of weird, but it's cool. Alright. Lower end. I don't know. This is one of the cards I graded myself. I just got a 9. It is what it is. This is one of my more expensive cards I still have. So, like, this one's like, I haven't looked in a little bit, but again, I paid like $160 for it. Shot all the way up to $400, and then it dropped down again. It was like $360, $350 when I brought it to the show. I don't know what it is right now, but it's because it's a hard grade. The percentage is very hard. It just doesn't pull 10s very often, so cool. This is another thing that I got from that Venusaur trade. Again, I just feel like, because I grabbed the stuff that I felt were underrated, so like, I feel like that Iono for 100 is just, I think is underrated. And then this $50, this is a big hit in Surging Sparks, and people like this card. And I feel like $50 for Japanese. I know it's Japanese, but $50 for this card, I feel like it has potential. It could be overpriced. I just, because like the 10, even if it's just a plain full art, people just love Gengar. I think the 10 is literally like $420. It makes no sense. So that's why this is $85. Some of these prices look high. It's just, that's what Alt said at the time when I was grading, so whatever. This is like one of the cards I graded myself because I have a bunch of My Hero cards, and I graded this just because this is like my channel's picture, and he's a character from My Hero Academia, And he's got like the whirlwind cork. And even though he doesn't show up in the show that much, I don't know. I just like his design a lot, and he's really sick. And he had a card in the set that's an ultra rare, and it's the XR version. And I just felt like grading it, but I got a 9. But this is just like a personal collection thing. And then these were, I sent in the best like Marvel cards that I had that I pulled out of the box, and they all pulled 8s, which is just, or 7, 2 7s and an 8. It's ridiculous. Like they were straight from the pack, but I mean, yeah, I can see now like this one's off center, and this one, I mean, I don't know, 7 though is crazy. Like it's got to be like maybe when they punched the number, maybe it was messed up or something. But like yeah, this one's to 39, and this one's to 99. It's just kind of crazy, but so they're kind of useless. They're kind of worthless, but they'll just sit in my collection, I guess. Whatever. All right, a couple more graded cards. Again, they could be high, could be low. This card is insane in the 10. That's why it's $72 in the 9. This one's kind of just stayed at $80 for the past 3 months. This is so stupid to me. I hate this. I don't know why I hate this. I just don't like the fact that plain VMAXs are going up so much. The fact that it's just crazy to me that I used to have like this like rainbow cool Rayquaza one that was from Evolving Skies, and I sold it when it was in a 10 for like $65, and now in a 9 of the plain VMAX it's $40. Like it's like the 10 is like probably $100, which is just, it used to be a 10 of one of these used to be like $25 when I had it. It's just crazy. Got a 9 on this when I graded it. Just is what it is, but this one's gone up a lot. I think I picked it up when it was like $65. It might be less, might be more. I don't know. This one, I got out one of those slab packs. There's like one. I opened a $50 or no, I opened a $100 slab pack and got an $80 card. And it was this, and I asked to get it shipped to me. And then like a couple weeks after it got shipped to me, it went up to $150, and it probably went up even more than this now. But it's because the artwork is just ridiculous. But yeah, it was only worth $80 when I got it out of the slab pack. Kind of basic. This was like $110 when I got it, and I took it on a trade, but it was inside the that like Team Rocket Premium collection, so it made the price go way down. That's what it is. And then that one, I don't even know where I got this, but whatever. All right, let's talk about. All right, some of my better raw cards. So these are the ones that aren't in near mint condition, but are worth more than $10. This Gardevoir, very cool. I love this card. I wish it was gradable, but it was. But I got it for like $10, and I think a Gardevoir from this time. I mean, like I feel like a lot of people have never seen this artwork. Again, these prices could be way higher or lower. It's just what TCG Player had at the time. Like this is not $32. I don't know. Walrein EX. Yeah, like I said, these aren't in my opinion. They well actually, okay. Some of them might be a little bit near mint, but they're not. They're more like 7 or whatever, or they're like just and these are the old cards of the 2003 and 7 era are in the raw stack because they're not in near mint condition in my opinion, and then they're also mixed with the English cards that are. I mean, they're in great condition. It's just they're all the cards that I have that are over $10 or $10, or if I just got them, I think I added the stack, so I don't think this is $10. Oh my god! And then like these are just some like I just picked up some of these cards. Like that card's like 30 or something. Got this at the show. What did I get this for? I don't remember. Very cool though. Got a raw version of this. Cynthia's Roserade. These cards, I had them in my show for $8, and they've shot up to like 15. I don't know where. It's Emboar, very cool. Snorlax. Luger Cynthia. These, I picked up these for such a good deal. I don't know if it's changed, but these I picked up for $45. Or I don't know if anything in order, but I have 2 of these. Another one will show up. Got them for $45. Went to the show. I priced them for $70, and I saw a lot of people's tables had them for $90 because he just shot up, and I got them at the perfect time. I'm just gonna go through them. Oh, there's the other one. I have 3 of these Burger Chews. They're kind of mixed around. Now it's like 50. It's because since the Black Label went down from $21,000 to like $10,000 or whatever it is, it made the card go down. So I think this is more like $50 now, but whatever. Umbreon Hollow. This is probably lower now. That's probably lower now. This is a Chinese card. I got it from one of those like boxes of the whatever. Or it's a black and white card. Oh. This card's very cool. Like Tag Team Trainer. It's like, I don't know. I feel like some people don't see those every day. That's not $10. This is like $6. I don't know. Alright. More raw cards. I have the like promo things. This is probably like $8. This got one of these. The stamped one of this. One of these. These. I mean, I picked up all these for $3 a piece. I feel like in the package promos, $3 is a good price to pick them up at. Okay, got some more stuff. Again, these are some more cards. This is just some stuff I bought from a guy. So I got one of these. These. Another one of these. One of these. Don't know what that's really worth. Another one of these. I don't know why this is in there. Oh my god, I haven't organized anything. Sorry, I just like randomly picked up some of these. This is just so worth it. I love the art on this. I don't know, for $1. It's just like so fucking cool. Same with this, like, I don't know, it's really cool. And then this Quagsire looked really cool. This is some stuff I just picked up at the card shop. I haven't put in a binder or anything. I don't even know why I'm showing these off. I think this is a Kamiya artwork again, so that's why I picked it up. I just think Kamiya artworks are gonna pop off. So they did, so some of the arts, like that Drowsy and stuff, they popped off, but then it's like, okay, well, a lot of other Kamiya artworks are still cheap, so I'm just gonna pick them up because they're still cheap. Okay, sorry, I'm just kind of going through this because, like, I don't know. I haven't organized any of this. So I'm just kind of going through it. Alright. My binders aren't even organized either because, I mean, people have taken cards out of it or I've just thrown cards in there randomly just because I just don't. I'm not really. Alright. Let's talk about. Alright, wait. Have I looked at everything? Okay. I have like these ETBs. I'll just say what I have. I have 3. I have 2 full ETBs of reverses from the Sword and Shield era. That I don't know. I brought just to show, but I really can't really show. And then I have a full box of $1 cards, and those are all just like those like EXs, Vs, and those like kind of promos that aren't really, but they're all like my $1 thing. But yeah, I have 3 full ETBs of that kind of stuff. All right, binders time. All right. Okay, we'll talk about the graded cards now. So I have a whole thing I set aside for cards that I believe. I went through 20 cards that I think are genuinely like good plays and that I believe in. So I'll go through some of them here. So this card I think is underrated, and I picked this up for like $40. This card, again, these are like really cheap. This thing's like $14, $13, $12 or something. And this card, raw, when it came out, went for like $40 or some shit because it was a Lily card, and now it shot down like nothing, so it's like, why not pick them up? This card is one of the cards I believe in. You'll see in the binder I have a ton of these cards. I think it's just too cheap. I mean, it says 120, but I think I got it for like 100. This, probably got it for like $30 or something. And it went up to like 80 or something, but I think the art is too good. I have a bunch of these raw as well. These, same with these, like, probably got them for like $17 or something, because I took them at a percentage, and they're 9s, like, crazy. Alright. Those are cards that I believe in, that I'm not touching, and I'm not selling, because I believe that they will go up. Alright, so this I will take. Move this stuff aside. Okay. I'm gonna show off the binder. I'm gonna take the phone off the stand. By the stand, I mean. This is what I mean by the stand. Okay. Alright, the binder of cards I believe in. Let's see. Alright, so Articunos. I picked up all of these a couple, 3 weeks ago, maybe 4 weeks ago. All for $18 a piece. They now go for like $25. And I think they're going to keep going up. This card I bought at the dip at the bottom. And I feel like I believe in a lot. So I have like plays that I'm making for that. So the plays that I'm making here are those, like I said, those EX era stuff. I think they're going up right now like crazy, and they're very rare, very cool. That's one of the plays I'm making. The other play is picking up these cards. So like that stack of cards I just showed you, are those graded ones, and then all these. So all these Articunos, got a lot of them. And then the Houndooms. Picked up all these Houndooms for between $16 and $18 a piece. And I mean, dude, like I think they're like 23 now, so they haven't gone up too much. But dude, the art on these, it's just ridiculous, and I think this is an underrated card from Destined Rivals. And I believe, personally, I think Destined Rivals is the best set in Scarlet and Violet. I think that 151 will stay the peak, will be the best. I think right now it goes 151 Prismatic and Destined Rivals. I think in a little bit of time it's going to be 151, then Destined Rivals, then Prismatic. I personally hate Prismatic. I think they just made it just because Evolving Skies did well. I hate the crowns. I hate everything about it. I don't like the arts that much. They're kind of lame. But Destined Rivals, I believe, is the best looking set, the most cards that are really nice. So I think it's very good in the future. And the Houndoom is a really good art from that set. Same with the Moltres. But they killed the Moltres because they gave a stamp version in that premium collection box. So that's why I think this one is now my favorite. And that's why I picked up so many of them. The Gengar I picked up for $23. That's what we valued it at. I took it at a percentage, so I probably got it for like $16 or $17 or $18. This card now is like $45 raw. But it's still in the belief set because, dude, trainer gallery cards from Sword and Shield are so cheap. They're like $2 a piece. This one, yes, it already has seen a good price jump. Got a bunch of these. Like I said, the Toxicroaks, I picked up both these for $1 or $2. For the art on this for $1 or $2, like, I don't know. I just like Toxicroak. He's one of those Pokemon that are new that I actually like the art style of, and some of the action poses they put him in, and some of the cool things. This one's, I mean, maybe not the best, but dude, the trainer gallery cards from Sword and Shield, I wore them. Spidops, picked up most of these for $6 or $5 a piece. They're now like $9. They haven't went up too much, but dude, it's not about the Pokemon and this art. I think Spidops is a stupid Pokemon, but like, dude, look at him. And then it's just like, I don't know, it's just so good. These Raticates, I like the art style of him running like that. Very cool. I picked up a good amount of the Raticates for like, $6, $7. Very good. The Infernaps I picked up for like $9, $8. Very good artworks. The Latioses, this is going to be, these two, the Deoxys and Latios, are going to be extremely good plays down the line. I just think so. If the Gengar's going to $45, why am I picking up this Latios for $9, $10 a piece? It's a Latios, and it's an alt artwork. I know it's a trainer gallery card, but dude, look at it. It's just good. And then this Deoxys is my favorite card out of the cards I believe in. Okay, it's like floating upside down, and all this shit's going on, and it looks so fucking cool. And it has all three typings, the Fusion, the Single, and the Rapid Strike. It's got all the different items floating around them. I feel like this card is so underrated, and I picked up most of these for literally $6. They're just too good. And I picked up, more Deoxys. This is Aurora. Some people, it's one of the more newer Pokemon, but I feel like Aurora is one of those Pokemon that are actually well made, and they're very cool. And I think this card for like $6 or $7, picking them up, I think is a good deal. Smeargle, $2, $3. There's just so much going on in this artwork that I couldn't pass it up. They look too cool. Smeargle. Shiftry, look at that. So I like anime a lot, and like fight scenes, and I love action anime and stuff like that. So this Shiftry just kind of spoke to me. I thought it was very, very cool, so I picked up some of those. This Loudred. Loudred is one of my favorite Pokemon. And I don't know, it's really cool artwork for it. Castform, I mean, just look at this art. Just look at it. It's ridiculous. It's so good. So like I said, these are just cards that I'm holding that I think are just too cheap for what they are. And there's Pokemon that people don't even like that have crazy artworks that are popping off out of nowhere for no reason. So that's why I keep cards like these. Same with Probopass. Like it's got the little Lotad walking and like the little birds. There's all this stuff going on. It's very cool. God, sorry the glare. Oh man, whatever. Dittos. I mean, it's kind of the self-explanatory. I mean, picking these up for $3. I mean, come on. It's gonna at least be a $10 card. Very cool. Dittos. That one again. Same thing with the Shifter. I just think. I mean, it's just my kind of cup of tea. This is very cool. For like $2 or whatever. These were like $4. I think the art school. This one might be maybe not really change in price. Same with this one. People like Gardevoir, but I don't really like the art of it. But I mean, for like $3 or $4 or whatever I paid. More of these, paying like $5 a piece when they were super expensive right when the card came out. Hoot. I mean, maybe not the best play, but I grew up with Heart Gold, Soul Silver. I mean, Soul Silver is my favorite game, and I played it so much. And Hoot is just like, I mean, you just pick them up at the beginning. I don't know. So when I see a Trainer Gallery card of them, I just picked up some. Spiritombs for $2. I mean, Spiritombs is one of those Pokemon that some people just like. They just like that psychic type stuff. I mean, this is Zapdos, but I mean, I know it's the Galarian Zapdos, but I mean, they were like $2 or $1 when I picked them up. Same, the Electivire and Magmortar are Pokemon that I just love those like beefier guys. The Pokemon, they're just so cool. And I like the Electivire and I like the Magmortar, so picked up a good amount of both of them. These cards, I don't know. I just picked them up. I mean, I could just sell them at the show, but I think they could keep going up even more. I used to have this in a box, and I had it for 4 years. I had the Pikachu and Zekrom box. They were the exclusive, and I had Evolving Skies packs in it, and it came from GameStop, and I sold it, and that's how I kind of funded this whole thing, is all the sealed stuff I used to have a long time ago that I sold. But this was in one of the boxes, but I recently just picked up this card because, I don't know. It's another one of those. And just a couple in there, and I haven't really organized some of them, so that's why I still have a couple of the Smeargles and Toxicroaks back here. Ribombee, another Deoxys, and Probopass. Alright, oh my god, I'm like sweating. Alright, let's look at another binder. This should be the modern or the vintage. Give me a second. Vintage. Again, these prices could be wrong, but these are ones that just aren't near mint. So, more stamp cards. Dragon Frontiers, Crystal Guardians. Burger King card. Eevee. And some of these could be near mint that are kind of towards the end. Yeah, these are just kind of random. Again, I haven't organized anything in a while. I brought on the show, and some of those are hollow, some of them are just like. I'm just gonna briefly go through this stuff. God, I love reverse cards. It's just I can't help it because they're just people don't keep them in good condition. They don't save them, and I just love them. Even the XY era reverses I love so much. They're just so good. These are some just like rares that are non-hollow, but they're rares. So this one's in like PSA 9, PSA 8 condition. So I don't know. Even though it's just a plain Shadowless Charmander, throw in the binder anyway. Just some junk, some stuff not that great. These are some ones I recently picked up because I picked it up for $1. I mean, it's just a reverse, but it's cool. It's Pikachu. Like these ones should be in the front of the binder, but again, I don't think they're in that great shape, but they're very cool, and I just picked them up, so they're not. These I haven't put them in the front yet because I just picked them up, but very cool. All right, and then the modern binder. Again, prices could be off. I could mix stuff around. This is just the modern ones that are under $10 for the most part, and I just threw them in a binder because why not? So like Swayla, the Jinx, just some modern stuff. Some stuff. Yeah, these were like the trainer galleries I just don't really believe in. I don't think they're that cool. Yes, maybe they'll go up, but like they're kind of lame. I don't like them. Some trainers. Yeah, this is the ones that I put for $2. I mean, in reality they're $1, but I don't know. I just like I don't know. I overpriced them. These are so some of the stuff I had my brother help me like price out, and like this is like, dude, these are not $7. These are like $2. I don't know why. I just like I don't know. These are promos technically. But yeah, I have a shit ton of those. A couple shinies. Some random stuff. Promos, Radiant, just like random junk. Glaceons are cool. VMAXs, random stuff. Just to fill out a binder. Some people bought a couple things from them. I'm definitely gonna underprice some of the more. I mean, not underprice, just lower the price on some of the stuff for next show. I don't know. People pick through them and whatever. People actually bought a lot from the dollar ETB or whatever. But all right, now we got sealed. I think I shut off everything else. So sealed stuff. Okay, I'm just gonna pause the video. All right, now I've got all my sealed out here. So I got the Radiant Eevee box, which I showed last time. I have the Rapid Strike box. Picked these both I got, as well as that Unified Minds thing with the Gengar. I got 2 battle style build-in battles. I've got just a Chilling Reign, battle styles, Brilliant Stars, the single packs. I've got 2 Brilliant Stars left of the triple packs. Alright. I've got 3 Journey Togethers, 3 different art sets. The full art set of the Vivid Voltage, of the sleeved, full art set of the Darkness Ablaze, sleeved Rebel Clash. I don't know if that's the full set, but I have 3. 1 Sword and Shield. Alright, booster packs. I've got 3 Sword and Shield base, 4 Crimson Invasion, 3 Twilight Masquerade. I've got, how many Vivid Voltage? 9 Vivid Voltage, 6 Paradox Rift. I've got some of those fun packs of Journey Together and Destined Rivals. I have 1, 2, 3, 9 Brilliant Stars. The Chilling Reign, I have 15, and I have 5. There's 5 artworks in a pack art set, and I have 5 full pack art sets that I picked up for $9 a piece. So think about that. I feel like if Evolving Skies is like $40 almost for a raw pack, I could buy the full. I mean, it's just like these are only $9 a piece, and they have like that Blaziken that just shot up in value. It has a gold Snorlax in it. It has the Galarian Rapidash art that's really cool. I'm sure it has a couple others. So Chilling Reign, I think, is just $9 for a booster pack is still a good deal. So that's why I picked up 3 art pack sets of that. The Brilliant Stars. Actually, I think I opened 3 of those, and then these are the packs that came out of it because I was trying to see if I can grade any of the EVs. Paradox Rift. These were just from the tins that I opened. I used to have a bunch of the Walgreens tins. I mean, I just opened some tins because they just to save room. The Vivid Voltage packs came out of those, and then the Crimson Invasion I've had for like 5 years. Same with these. Okay, this is the crazy shit right here. So I have 50 Scarlet and Violet base packs. I have think like 60 something or maybe 70 Rebel Clash, and then I also have like 60 or 70 something Darkness Ablaze booster packs. You see, like they're big stacks. There's a ton of stacks of them. But yeah, I'd a lot of those I got like 4 years ago, or it was like right when Veriswap came out. you were allowed to trade sealed and raw Pokemon, and I traded Dragonite V alt art for 150 raw packs for like, so that the value is like $2 a pack, and I picked up 150 of those for my PSA 10 Dragonite V and a couple other cards. But that Dragonite V now is like $1,000 in the 10, and at the time it was only worth $180. And I did that actually I did that trade probably like 2.5 years ago, but kind of crazy. All right, well that should be everything. Bye.